Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. I have been, not continuously doing videos as a lot of construction is going on and I'm involved in it. So, it's not that I'm doing any construction business, I'm just doing some renovation. So, I just told this only because my students have been continuously asking me that where are you, sir? Are you well? How are you? Are you fit and fine? So, I am fit, I am fine, I am fantastic. So today we'll be doing about, we'll be talking about Mars in the ninth house. A very tough subject to understand astrology. People are trying to learn this subject, but I will tell you the only easiest way to do it is to have dedication and give it a particular time period every day. You cannot tell that I'll sit for one day and study astrology and leave it for the other 6 days and then it will simply come back with me. No, it will not come. It will be left over there. So it's if it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do every day. Every day give at least 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on your requirement and study. Only then you will be able to become a master in the subject. Okay, Mars in the ninth house. Ninth house means righteousness. Righteousness means dharma, dharmasthana. Dharmasthana means whether how good a person would be in this particular world, what would his deeds be, his actions, his deeds, and what he would get back as a feedback to his own life. So we always say heaven and hell both is on earth. So that means whatever you do, you get it back either in your lifetime or it will be there for your children or for your grandchildren, but it will come back. It's like a boomerang thrown and it comes back to you. So that means dharma, prarabdha are both hand in hand. Prarabdha is what we have brought to this world and how we have to spend it. Dharma is the righteousness what we follow in the path of we trying to do our actions, that is spending our actions. So Mars is an aggressive planet, very aggressive. So when it is sitting in the ninth house, whether it will do good or bad, let us talk about it. Ninth house is also called as the Bhagyasthana, that is the house of fortune, and also for father, that is Pitrusthana. Travel, marketing, going abroad, going on voyages, long journeys, spiritual journeys like pilgrimages, everything falls in the ninth and the 12th. Particularly pilgrimage falls in the ninth and the 12th. These two houses are very important. But let us first talk about tourism and pilgrimage, not pilgrimage for moksha, which is the 12th house. So Mars as a planet gives you a lot of motivation to do all of these. These people are excellent in doing charity work, social work, if it is a benefic Mars, mind it. If it is a malefic Mars, then there will be a lot of difficult relationship with the father. Benefic Mars, excellent business relationships. A father and son can jointly do very good business. So that is what is an excellent Mars if it is posited in its Mula Trikona, own sign or the sign of exaltation, and it also being Upachayasthana or being Kendra or Trikona. So here it is a Trikona. It's a beautiful Trikona. Ninth house is an excellent Trikona. So which is also known as a Trikona of blessing. So ninth house is blessing. So whichever planet, if it is positively placed in the ninth house, will give blessing in its own way, in its kind. So if Sun is sitting in the ninth house, it achieves a strong Digbala because ninth and 10th is a strong place for Sun. So it gives blessing in the sense that through parents. Mars, Bhratru Karaka. So it gives blessing in the sense of brothers, brotherlyhood or friends. Brothers in the sense that you cannot tell that if you have sisters, they will not help you. Siblings. So all the siblings, all those who are of your age, 3 years this side, 2 years that side. So all that group will help you to achieve best in your life if Mars is well posited. This is a very important point to be noted. for people who want to do business within the family. So there are a lot of questions when people ask that, can I do business along with my sister? Can I do business along with my brother? Will my relationships with my brother or my sister suddenly become sour? Can I continue doing business with them? All these things will come to an astrologer. When an astrologer sees Mars in the ninth house and if it is well placed, or it's not that only people who are having Mars in the ninth house and it's well placed only can do business with their siblings. It's also that the third lord and the ninth lord are having good combination along with Mars or aspect of a good favorable Mars, then people can do excellent business along with their siblings. Secondly, these people will go through the hard way. I'll tell you, Mars in the ninth house, if they do not have, favorable planets like Chandra in the 11th, or you have Jupiter in the 11th, then these people will go through the hard way of coming up in life. So, the same way, they will also go through the hard way to come up, climb the ladder in the social status. So people will suddenly not come and embrace them and tell that this person is a great social person. So there will be some difficulty there. So they will do hard work, very hard work actually to accumulate or acquire a little bit of property, because usually planets which are big like Jupiter and Venus in the ninth house give property just like that without doing much hard work. Parental property is there or something else. You get it because of your uncle or your aunt or even your grandparents. It all happens when the ninth house is blessed. Pitrusthana. Pitrusthana means that you are having good parental, blessing. Blessing might be because of fortune. Blessing might be because you have a good parental lineage that the society will respect you. And it's also blessing with regard to good business. It's not that always people have to give property. They can also give good business. Finally, the blessing is that they give you good love, protection. So this protection and love, which will make you a good human being, is to be seen from the ninth house. That is where the righteousness or the dharmasthana comes into play. Illness to father can also be seen when there is a tough Mars sitting in the ninth house and a hovering, transiting Saturn goes over the ninth house. Marriage will be very important at first because there will be a lot of attraction. Mars means a lot of attraction. And ninth house is the fifth from the fifth. The fifth house is romance and the ninth house controls the romance. So there will be a lot of attraction to the opposite gender, whether it might be a boy or a girl. But later on, when if the love dies out, that means if the romance dies out, it becomes an obligation or a duty or a responsibility to carry on this marriage to further levels. So that's one thing when Mars is in the ninth house. People keep asking me that I have this planet here, that planet there, can I become spiritually strong in my life? When will I become spiritually, motivated? When can I do my sadhana? So people having Mars in the ninth house first will experience the materialistic part of the world fully. If Mars is the ninth lord or Mars is in the ninth house, people want to experience the materialistic world fully to an extent that they feel, okay, I'm satisfied now, and now is the time then that I will stay in one place, sit and then do my meditation or my sadhana or my spirituality. So people cannot force a person who has a strong, beautiful Mars in the ninth to become spiritual, or even if some other planet is trying to motivate that person into spirituality, Mars is the one which will stop him. Mars will tell that first you do this, this, this and this, experience your Ferrari, go on a long drive and then we'll see Ferrari can be sold and then you can become a monk later on. So, what all these people can become? These people can become doctors, technicians, skilled workers in jewelry, iron, engineers, people who can get into railways, even into mediocre jobs. If Mars is not strong, even they can become gangmen, on the railway, you can know working on bridges, working on huge machineries, installations, oil plants, wells. Mars can be seen everywhere where there's a wrench or a spanner, a cutting player and a screwdriver. Mars is the only person who can have it in the hand. Even Mercury can do that, but still, uh, Mercury is not such an important planet when technical implementation is taking place. Mars is the one which does the hard work, all that work which requires tools. Mercury comes into electronics and robotics. So they are always keen in learning new techniques and do it yourself. Mars is a person who can do it yourself. That is, he can do it himself. So DIY, this is one thing which is now a hype in on internet. Sorry for my English. So it's a hype on internet that do it yourself, do everything yourself. Even people want to do their own compost bins in their house. People want to do their own, they want to grow their own vegetables. Fantastic. Where will you get the knowledge from? How will you do it? Just like that? No. You cannot repair your vehicle. You cannot do everything just like that. Mars in the ninth, you will do it yourself. You will have a very strong mind and also your hands. That is, you have the technique, the skill. So do it yourself for self-sufficiency. Mars in the ninth, you can do it. Danger from travels and traveling over sea in particular is because of Mars getting malefically hit in the ninth house, even debilitated, weak, or along with a fiery planet like Sun, and Sun being the sixth or the eighth lord in that particular, horoscope. Sixth house it becomes for, Pisces ascendant. Eighth house, eighth lord it becomes for, Capricorn. So if it's the sixth or the eighth lord, particularly for these fellows, it's a little difficult combination. Mars and Sun in the ninth gives, tendencies of burns, inflammations, skin disease because of boils on the face, acne which never goes away. So these are all there, but depending on the lagna and the lagnadipati's position, the intensity can be seen whether it's high or low, but it will be there. So fractures, operations of the abdomens and the legs, even to an extent of fractures which might make a person going a little disabled, like a person, because of the fracture he starts limping throughout life, or his leg becomes shorter by half an inch because there was a nut and bolt thing which had to be tightened there. Many things happen. We have seen these things in life, that two fingers got amputated because this fellow went for a trekking and he got a frostbite. So finally, his memory with the trekking is that I lost two of my fingers in my leg. But the experience of trekking is, it's priceless. But still, why did that happen? Because of a bad Mars in the ninth house. So I hope I have covered I think an extensive subject of Mars in the ninth house with a lot of examples. Particularly, I would want to add one thing here. People with Mars in the ninth can always, after a particular number of years of service in the technical field, can go and become, associates or consultants, and they can go into the field of marketing. This is a very good option for people for retirement. I will be doing, the 10th house in particular with all the planets and how a person can plan for retirement. This is a very beautiful topic which I will write it down and keep it so that next I will take up that series with planets and how you can plan retirement. Because planning retirement is one thing which many people don't do. They will only keep working, and the day they get retired, they will go blank. They don't know what to do. And because of this blankness and panic, the longevity will come down because of stress. Because all the day they were working for 60 years of their age, they were very happy, taking their lunch boxes, going to the office, doing their work, finishing it, and then coming back. The ninth house is the house which makes you go through retirement, a long span of detachment from the 10th, because it is the 12th from the 10th. So let me do this combination of ninth and 10th and planets and retirement in the later classes. Thank you very much for today's class.